Welcome guys. Today we are in the Old Dubai area in Karama Dubai and we are going to try the Hyderabadi Biryani.
Come on, let's go.
In this series I will take you on a journey to discover all the different types of cuisines and food in Dubai. Dubai has over 200 nationalities living and working in it, and with that they have brought their food and flavors from around the world. In 2021, Indians make up the largest number of expats in Dubai at over 27% of the population, and you can find rich and exotic Indian cuisines with all of its spices, methods of cooking, and mouth-watering flavors around Dubai. I got a recommendation from one of my good Indian friends to try the Hyderabadi Biryani House restaurant in Al Karama, and today we are going to experience this.
Come on in guys, so as you can see it's a very small narrow entrance, and that means there's something quite exciting coming up. So come on.
Just for a bit of context, Hyderabad is the capital and largest city of the South Indian state of Telangana. It was ruled by the Qutub Shahis, Mughals and the Nizams, which shape its history. Hyderabadi Biryani, also known as the Hyderabadi Dum Biryani, which originated in the kitchens of the Nizam of Hyderabad, is a style of biryani from Hyderabad, India, made with basmati rice and meat and cooked with a dum cook method.
And apparently the food is good, so we are going to see how this Hyderabadi biryani is. We have already ordered the chicken 65, which is also typical from India, and it's very spicy, and it's like fried chicken with some sort of masala on it, and it tastes really good. Really tasty and flavorful, and at the same time really spicy and hot. So here we have the curd, which is like a mixture of yogurt, some onions, and some sort of spices, or maybe a little bit of pepper, and it actually helps you with the spiciness of the biryani.
Just put that on your rice and you're able to cope with the spices better.
And we do have this as well, which is like a sauce or like some sort of gravy that would add a little bit of spiciness more to the dish. So here we have a dum biryani, the authentic dum biryani, still very hot. As you can see, still very hot. Like this portion is enough for two person. Now it's time to dig in. It smells really good, and of course it smells really spicy as well. So wow. Wow, the burst of flavors, the spiciness, the hotness of the chili that they have added. There seems to be some sort of tamarind also in it, adding like a little bit of a sour taste. It's really good. Let's try the meat, the mutton. The mutton seems to be really well cooked. Look at that, it's so tender, right? So let's try that mutton. Wow. Okay guys, so here we are in the middle of a meal, and to be completely honest with you, it is very spicy, but at the same time it is very flavorful, and the taste is amazing. Especially you have chicken 65 here, and as you can see it's buried in this masala, but at the same time it tastes really nice. And you do have lemon here, and the trick is to just add a few drops of this lemon on the chicken 65, and it just brings out the taste a lot more. Quite good. And I actually took the mild, and it is quite hot and spicy, and even if you don't like hot and spicy, I believe this is something that you should try at least once in your life. The Hyderabadi Biryani, the Dum Biryani is one of the best, in my opinion. Okay guys, now time to do a time lapse and complete this dish.
The best food usually comes from the little secretive restaurant that only a few people know about. And the Hyderabadi Biryani House is not your typical fancy restaurant, but rather like your around the corner spot that sells good food that people keep coming to every time. Now time for the best part, that is to rate the food, so that when you try it, you know more or less what to expect. I am no expert in biryani, but I would rate it based on the taste and how I felt going to this place, and this is completely unbiased. When it comes to the taste of a biryani, there's no denial that the biryani did taste very good. And for that I will go ahead and give it a score of 8 out of 10. When it comes to the presentation, I felt that it could have been a little bit more elaborated, but it was decent enough, and I would go ahead and give it a score of 7 out of 10. And the last most important thing is, was it value for money? I will go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. After this meal, it is time to have a chai. Chai basically means tea in Hindi. Having a ginger chai after a biryani in one of the many tea shops lining up the Karama area is one of the best ways to help you digest the Hyderabadi biryani. And as you can see, this is the behind the scene of the Karandi's tea shop here in Dubai, where you can get the best chai, the best ginger chai after your biryani meal. So that has been the Hyderabadi biryani review in Dubai. And if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. There are plenty of other awesome food and restaurants to try in Dubai. And if you want to see more of these, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any other specific food in mind that you want me to try, from fancy restaurants to the little more traditional restaurants in Dubai, just let me know in the comments below. That would be super awesome from you, and catch you in the next food tour video in Dubai.